All right, so it's been a long time. Y'all probably been wondering where we've been at.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, I guess part of you can see this is one of the things that's been going on this past year.
COVID, baby.
We've been busy. We've been busy. We've made videos in a while. We just kind of want to kind of hop online and really tell you all what's been going on with our lives and
Yes.
essentially let you know why we quit doing loan signings and what's been happening.
As our main source.
Yeah, so yeah, as our main source.
As our main source.
Yeah. Well, my main source was definitely not when we bothering with it, but you know. Yeah. So anyway.
You gonna cut that?
Nah, I ain't gonna cut nothing. We just gonna go and give it out. We just gonna give it to him.
All right, let's go.
So, the past year has been crazy.
Yes, good crazy.
2021 was the last time I think we made a video for you all about the notary business. For a lot of you who have been doing loan signings, especially in Florida and maybe other areas, you already know how much it's slowed down.
Yes.
And, we got a family. We can't be playing them games.
Can't play those games.
When we first kind of started off, we had made those jumps. We're risk takers in general, so
right.
we had made the jump into doing this business full time back in 2020, and we did it for a year. And October 2021 hit.
That was a
rough month,
Yeah.
So that we made about $2,000 that whole month because the sun has just slowed down so much. So we kind of realized, like, all right, we got to do something else, right? Like, we can't just keep on doing this and hoping here. And, it was definitely a blessing during the time. When it was good, it was good.
Yeah.
It was definitely good. But just kind of take y'all back, what kind of happened there. So October 2021, we had our worst month possible.
Yes.
And we said, all right, we got to pivot. And I was just on, doing some research, and I decided to move into technology instead.
Yeah.
So I ended up switching over into technology. I work for AWS, Amazon Web Services, as a cloud solutions architect, which is a crazy story in its own.
Yes,
right? It's a crazy
we'll
story.
tell y'all that in another video.
Yeah. But really, it was just we kind of stopped because one, again, the money part. Having the kids. We didn't plan for him yet, obviously, but. When you gotta provide, we kind of realized that, hey, maybe we shouldn't have took the jump and did both of us going into this full time.
Right.
Someone should have an employment or those things. It just got real saturated. You saw these different YouTube videos. You saw all these different training programs, all these Facebook groups where everyone's encouraging everyone to come into this field.
Into the business.
And it really saturates.
The rates, as you guys know, had dropped. So it wasn't even worth going out and doing the signings for us. And then also it was taking us away from family, like the signing hours where, you had late signings and signings on weekends. And, we really didn't want to do that. We really wanted to be able to spend time with our family. That's the whole point of going to business, right? To be able to work for yourself and to run your own business. But what we found is the signing services and the title companies kind of was running your business. Yeah. So that didn't jive. That's why Lee went into technology. So let's tell them. So we get to Texas.
Well, actually, so before we even get there, so like the self-employed part, you definitely. Notary is one of those special businesses where, like, you don't get to set your prices. Like, you can say you're gonna set your prices, but people not paying them because everyone is accepting $40 for entire refinance packages. So that is also kind of why we were like, we weren't really getting that flexibility. I mean, I think we had canceled a cruise actually because we were like, oh, we gotta make some money this month, etc. So it was actually like interfering with vacations. It was interfering with family plans, like financial plans and goals we had.
Right.
And it just wasn't really working out. So
it's causing stress between us too.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, right? Those finances and everything. So I made a decision to kind of switch over into technology. I don't have a technology background. I mean, I guess I do now at this time of recording it. Right. But that time, it really was just kind of God in a sense, who kind of transitioned us out into something better. It actually ended up being a lot better for us. So I was just looking on Facebook for jobs that make six figures that you can get in less than a year. And I happened to come across cloud, architecture and cloud engineering. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. So October, we made a decision to switch into technology. October, I applied to a job at AWS, which they told me you had a 1.9% chance of actually getting. And November 19th, I had an interview. And November 19th, I got an offer. And I started in December. So that was the crazy story that I went from instantly just making a decision with no certifications, no education in technology, to being in technology. Now, granted, I do have transferable skills to do the role, but yeah, it was definitely a blessing. So with that meant we had to move to Austin, Texas. Well, we had the option of Austin, Texas, San Francisco, Seattle, etc. Them places too expensive, so we chose Austin, Texas because we have a family. We want to be able to afford actually living there. So we sold our house.
Paid off all our debt.
Paid off all of our debt, which was another amazing blessing. And we moved to Austin all within a couple of months. We moved there in January of 2022.
Within a month, you're getting a job. Today makes a year since you've been with AWS.
Yeah, I've been with AWS, a little over a year 6th, now.
Right?
Yeah, December 6th is when I started.
Yep.
And now, here we are a year later, and we're back in Tampa already. So we've been around the country a little bit. So we went to Austin, Texas, because for my job. Found out that we really didn't have to move because things kind of changed and it became like remote work and everything. So we went from Austin to Margate, Florida, to which is like Fort Lauderdale area, South Florida, to Pompano Beach, Florida, and then back to Tampa, which again we'll kind of cover that story another time too. But really just want to jump in and just really tell y'all what's kind of been going on. I mean, obviously you see one of those things. We got the baby here. We got the baby, so. All that in the sense is that we've decided that, the notary business as a full-time gig doesn't really work for our family.
Right.
It's definitely probably still an excellent side income for some people, for sure, especially if they have that flexibility to do a signing whenever.
Right.
We kind of realized that we wanted to have a little bit more simplicity in our lives, as far as we know that this income's coming in and we don't have to work at 8, 9. We've been hustling our whole lives. Man. We've been so tired.
And I became a stay-at-home.
Forgot
to address that. So I became a stay-at-home by default when we moved to Texas because to be a notary there, you have to resubmit everything and be commissioned in that state. And while I did that, I got pregnant shortly after, and I was very sick. So I became a stay-at-home.
We're just happy about paying off that debt, so things
kind
of happened.
So a year I've been staying at home so far. So yes.
Yeah, so our plans now, where we want to kind of take this channel, we still plan to make videos for you all. Really more so into our journey into technology in a sense. So. Again, I've been in technology for over a little over a year now, and it's really been a blessing for our family. It's made it to where my wife can work from home. I mean, can stay at home, and we can live off one income. Right. And then the earning potential within, technology is just it's crazy. It's astronomical what you can kind of do with that, and how you can really tap into, some different financial vehicles to lead to some financial independence in a sense. So we have some really big goals. We really want to take this channel in a different direction, but we still are kind of doing the same thing. The whole theme of the Married Notaries and now, Married Black in Tech or MBIT was still around married couples, being in business together, working together, trying to achieve financial independence together, running your life like a business in general, because that's something that we found is, you're gonna make all this extra income, but you gotta be able to keep it. Because the more you make, the more they take, right?
Exactly.
So if you don't know the basis of having a home-based business and all those different things to decrease your tax liability and keep more money in your home, your family's pockets, that's kind of where we want to take this channel now. We want to really dig deeper into that marriage, finance, the importance of, running your life like a business, the importance of, God.
Keeping God first.
Because that's the theme of everything. We're Christians, we're believers. Everything we have is from God.
Yep.
Everything we're gonna get is from God, and God can take it all in a matter of seconds. Everything He gave us, He doesn't owe us anything.
Yeah.
The video after this will kind of be a little bit more of a story of my journey into technology, how it's been, what my goals are for that. Giving you all advice on how you can get into technology and the steps I've taken. Some advice again on finance, budgeting, business stuff. We've amassed a lot of experience over the years from a lot of failures in businesses that we feel we could share with you all so that you can avoid the mistakes.
Minimize your mistakes.
We've been talking with other couples who, are kind of in the same boat we are. And a lot of you all are going to be entering into some seasons where you're making the most money that you've ever made.
Yeah.
And, you want to be able to keep that. One of the things that is important to us, again, is just creating situations where married couples can thrive.
Yeah.
So we're also going to kind of take the channel in the direction of having some kind of podcast aspect to it. And we want to interview other married couples and just bring other people on here. We want to bring our financial advisor on.
Yes,
we want to bring our personal trainer on.
Yes.
The importance of that.
Of health.
We'll talk about our journey into becoming plant-based vegans or segans, could be seafood sometimes. And we're also going to talk about my wife's experience being a stay-at-home mom and wife. and where she wants to go, because she may actually be making that journey into technology as well from a tech sales perspective. So there'll be more and more videos around that. So just stay tuned.
Yes, and thank you guys for staying committed. And again, we apologize for not being able to make more videos. It's been a journey, but we felt that we owed it to the people who do view us to let them know what's going on. So we appreciate you guys, and we look forward to giving you guys some more content.
So again, like, share, subscribe, comment in the bottom on anything you want to hear from this channel. We're hoping everyone who has subscribed so far that you still stick around. If you're interested in making that transition, a lot of you all are still doing the notary business, possibly struggling, trying to figure out how you're going to get back into work, maybe begging for your old jobs. Don't go back to them old jobs.
You left them for
a reason. You left it for a reason, okay? And we're going to encourage you all and give you some resources to really increase your family's income, man. Because again, we have found out some crazy things and some opportunities out here that make it possible for more of us to really, improve our financial situations.
So
stay encouraged, and we're praying for you. You pray for us, and we will see you all in the next video.
Peace.